In 3, 2, 1. Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. It's always funny when we go live with Facebook. Not funny, haha, but funny. Are we live yet? I don't see it.
Yeah.
I've noticed several times that I'm like waiting. It's like, dude, we could all see you. Different when you go on stage in person at a real event. You know when you're on stage, you know that you can be seen. As opposed to the digital platform, which has its bonuses as well as its other things to be aware of, especially when you're used to speaking on stage. So today we're going to actually be talking about the psychology of persuasion, typically around the concept of sales, and because how to sell from stage, there are a set number of sequences that you have to kind of engage the conscious mind and the emotional mind. And it's the emotional mind that you have to engage first. Conscious mind is often running around just agreeing with the emotion and creating a justification for that emotional state. So there are a number of different elements within the aspect of persuasion, and we'll cover a couple of them here. There's, of course, a number of them. One of the first things that you have to do with any form of sales is the connecting aspect. You have to look at connecting. And there's a great way that you can actually connect with the person. And that is also another way to persuade a person. And that's called reciprocity. Reciprocity? Is that how you...
Reciprocity.
Yeah, that's one of the big ones. That's where someone feels obligated to reciprocate because you've given them something, you've done something for them. So they feel emotionally out of balance that you've done something for me, I have to do something for you. They feel gratified towards you because you've done something for them. Now, there's different ways you can do this in the sales process. You can provide a free sample for them, free access for useful information. We'll say if you do a talk and they can get a freebie or a giveaway that actually takes them into your database. So you can actually get their email, phone number to be able to communicate with them more. Even doing a demonstration, that's why they have those people at, say, Costco. Hey, would you like a sample? Would you like a sample? Would you like a sample? Or they have the person with the mixing bowl showing, here, let me just cut this up, throw it all in, put it in the blender. How do you like that? See how quickly it blended? They took the time to demonstrate something for you. You now feel reciprocated.
And then you get to eat it. So you're getting to try it. They did this too through the airports. Are they the Moonies in the airports? They would give a flower. And they found that if they would just give anything first, a book, a flower, they got a lot more donations because it's that law of reciprocity. And I can't help but to think of the movie Chicago, where it's like, ask any of the chickies in my pen. They'll tell you I'm the biggest mother hen. I love all of them and all of them love me because the system works, the system called reciprocity. Okay.
Oh, don't let us stop you.
It just happens to be one of my favorite movies. So.
Yeah, just to let you know, this is going live to many social media platforms where anyone can screen capture. I do not claim to be one either, for sure.
And that system works that Jamie's talking about. Joanna, bravo. That system works, that system of reciprocity.
Yeah, reciprocity. When you do something for someone wants to do something back for you. So if you do something for them that supports them in their goals and their dreams, people will want to reciprocate by paying you with something that you have for sale. Now, this is also something to be very aware of when you're selling from stage and you have sponsors that are coming into the event. And because part of that sponsorship, they get to sell something from stage. The lowest price point is going to resolve that feeling of reciprocity. So therefore, if your product's 5K and you've got someone get up there and offering something for $97, most people that have this feeling of, oh, you've done so much for me, I need to reciprocate. This person is on your stage, I'll buy from them, therefore I've given back to the event. The event gave me an emotional need to reciprocate. Now I'm giving back to the event. So your sponsor gets the deal, not you. So you have to be careful in regards to who else speaks on your stage and what price points are being offered.
Exactly. At the same time, when we're looking at using reciprocity in sales, you can't go into something where you're giving something and expecting them to purchase or expecting them to do it. You have to give in such a way that it doesn't matter what they do. You're giving for the sake of giving because you're so passionate about the thing that you give or the thing that you do, you know? So if you go in expecting it, then they're going to also feel that energy of like, well, I gave you something, so you have to buy from me, or you have to. It doesn't work like that either, guys. So, and that's not the way. That's not what we're talking.
We're generally talking about because every thought you have has an emotional feeling connected to it that your audience, even through a digital platform, will feel. They will see your micro expressions and have a gut feeling about what it is that's on there. So if you're just out to get someone's money, you are going to come across with your tonality, your language choice, and your body language presentation. You're going to come across as someone who's out to do that. Just get something from them. You really want to be from the position of, I'm here to support you, and the best way for me to support you is my product and service. And if they are right for you and you're right for them, then it goes forward into a monetary sales conversation. If it's not right for one person or the other, then there is no connection. There should be no sale. And part of the sales process, another part of the psychology, is scarcity. So when it's presented that either scarcity of product or scarcity of time to make this decision, scarcity on either side creates a need for someone to overstep their terror barrier, their fear barrier of trying something new, of trying something different. And there's different ways you can add the time element or the product element. It's quite simple. It's like we only have a certain number of these on stock. And when we have to recreate this stock, if it's a product, the price is going to be more. So you can get it today at this price, or you'll have to wait and see what the price is. Also, time-wise, with people, it's like, well, if you make a decision today, it's this price. If you don't make a decision today, it'll go up to the normal price, which is higher. Now, sometimes people will say, well, I can always come back and you can give it to me at the same price. I go, possibly. There's no guarantee what will happen in the future. It may definitely be at the right price. And you can get it at that price within the next week, as long as you don't ask me a single question, because it's my time that's going to have to be taken up again. And that's why the price goes up, because my time has value. So if we're going to go through this whole conversation again in a week's time, where I've got to spend another half an hour answering all your questions, that time has value for me, and the price is the new price. You can still have the product, but the price will be that price. But if you come back to me within the next couple of days and say, no questions, I'm in, help me do it, then great, we'll keep it at this lower price for you.
Yeah, then that's a whole other conversation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And also, most companies that we work with, they're always adding more stuff to it. So they're increasing the price. And if you purchase now, you're going to get grandfathered in. And unfortunately, so many people, you have to almost do that so that you almost want to kick them off the fence either way.
Correct.
It's like, like my definition of a successful sales call is not necessarily in the exchange of money, but when when both parties leave the call feeling empowered. Somebody else the other day on a call I was on said that their definition was, it doesn't necessarily end in the exchange of money. It's when you've gotten the other person to make a decision, a solid decision, whether it's a yes or a no.
Yeah.
Then that's successful too.
as a former international stunt actor, it's dangerous to be up in the air.
Yeah,
It's
right?
dangerous to be up in the air for your life, and also for your business, for your emotional state and well-being. Make a decision. I prefer it when they say yes, yet I also love it when someone goes, no, this is not right for me right now. And I'm like, okay, for what reasons? Okay, that's great. No, I totally agree. You need to focus on that right now. I'm glad that we're able to get to this point for you to make a decision. Being indecisive is actually of no value to you, no value to them. And
Yep.
recognizing the 4 different personality types, you know which ones need to be given the time and which ones you need to there's only one, so that's 25% of your potential audience that really needs the extra time. The other 75% really need to just make a decision, yes or no.
Yeah, and Simone says in the chat, she's saying kicking people off the fence either way, decision is powerful as the energy gets released. Yeah, being on that fence is a horrible place to be. It feels really yucky for them. People, it doesn't feel good. And the reality is if they haven't made a decision, it's still a decision. They're letting the universe decide for them, and they think that they've made a decision powerfully, but they haven't. And then then they kind of go along, and like there's just kind of like a ping pong ball. They're just going to get put wherever life takes them, and then they're wondering why they're not going in the direction that they want to be going.
Yeah, the maybe is still a decision, and it's a very inauthentic decision. It's a very non-powerful, and it's a draining decision. So maybe is not a healthy decision. Yes is a great decision. No is a great decision. And that's part of the process of why there's scarcity to say, hey, look, it's not healthy for you to run around for the next 2 or 3 months going, should I, shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? It's either yes or no. Dig down deep. What do you really want? Not what are you capable of, but what do you really want? Let's look at what you really want first, and then look if it's a yes, how it's possible. A lot of people making their decision point from the thing, oh, I don't see how it's possible for me. That's not the question. The question is, do you want it? Can you see your future being better by having it? And then if that is a yes, then let's see how you get it. Maybe you can't, maybe you can, maybe there's other ways that you haven't thought about. Or if you can't right now, let the salesperson should send you away with some positive action steps for you to take to start to improve your current set of circumstances. So next time when you say, I want something, you have the ability to do it. That's an ethical salesperson with integrity, is helping the person to move forward with some action. Like there's certain thought processes, exercises that Amy and I give people when they don't have the money. There's other ways in which we say, have you ever thought about doing this or this with your current set of money to reframe it? Or here's some micro job sites you can just do as a hobby on the side. And like I brought in 80 grand with a little micro job site on the side. I mean, 80 grand is not bad for a little bit of a hobby. There's certain things people are already doing that they don't realize they can actually make money from it at the same time. So we send them away with that coaching so as they have something to work towards rather than just feeling, I can't do this, I want it, and I can't do it, and now I feel sad.
Yeah, exactly.
Another way for you to, these are going to be the top 3. Another way to psychologically persuade in the process of sales is being the authority. That's why in a live event, each person is edifying the next person. Like, hey, I'm the MC, I come on stage, I go, oh, and then I talk about all the great things of the person presenting. And that person, when they get up, they talk about all the great things for me. You want to create edification on each person and establish them in an authority in some way. Because people buy through confidence and focus. So if you appear confident and if you're an authority, you're naturally given confidence in that arena. And people give you more focus when you're the authority in that area. That's where like a nice little trick is, right? Being an author of some piece of document of information. The author, AUTHOR, add ITY to it, it's already deemed that you're an authority in this area. Now, just making a book to sell it to get money is really not that much money in it, yet using the book as a marketing tool to leverage your position as an authority can create much more value for you. So
yeah, it's interesting psychologically when we think about authority, like, and you think about like when we go into a library, how much respect we have for that library and how much respect we give to physical books. It's like, you know, you're quiet when we go into that library. And so automatically, by you being the author, that's automatic authority psychologically. And it's so funny, like psychologically with authority, we can get people to do a lot of things. And there's a really interesting experiment that went on years back around authority with simply a guy putting on a lab coat. And I can't think of the name of it. If I find it, I'll tell you, and you guys can look it up, but it's really good. But we're going to dive into so much more of this stuff at this live event that's coming up this Thursday. It's this Thursday. If you guys already have a ticket to it. If not, let me just let me just post it in the chat. The ticket to this. And you guys can grab a ticket, and it's a complimentary ticket, completely complimentary. If you want to upgrade, you totally can. Let me just show you how to do it real quick. So I'm going to share my screen. It's really easy. Just just click on that link, and you're going to see this pop up. You can read about it, but just click this big green button here. Grab your ticket right here. It's completely complimentary. Fill it out. You can put Amy referred you, or Amy Honey if you want. Referred you. Click I agree to the communications. This is a free ticket, guys. Click get my ticket. Now, once you've done that, you already have a ticket. If you want to skip this, you can skip it and just click keep my general ticket, but you already have a ticket. People are like, it's making me pay. No, it's not making you pay. But if you want to, what's so cool about this, put in SFS 97 and click that. And you'll notice it drops it to just $97. And the entire amount of that $97, it goes to Africa. So it goes to a charity called Core Ministries. And Jace literally purchases children out of slavery in Africa. And 100% of that money is going to go to that. Plus, you're going to get all these bonuses. Really cool. So just click continue there. You're going to fill out your information and your credit card details. And it's just really that easy. So.
Yeah, the experiment about persuasion, as you guys can look at, it's called the Milgram experiment on authority and persuasion. Yeah, controversial study where people thought one was an actor and one wasn't, and the person who came in would be the person that was following the directions of the person in the white lab coat. And
wow.
Yeah, it's called the Milgram. I think authority study. It was done in the 1940s, I believe.
I thought it was like Milgram Brigham or Milgram Bring something, but yeah, that sounds right. That's the right one.
Yeah, it was conducted.
Really... Go ahead.
Oh, it was conducted at Yale University. So yeah.
Oh, maybe it was something Yale. Maybe they called it that, the Yale something.
Yeah, it was Stanley Milgram was the professor that was like, let's do this study, and they were looking at how they can, how people could be compelled to do devastating things to other human beings while during the Second World War. And they're like, well, no human would do that. But then it's like, when you're following rules from the person who you have perceived authority of, you assume that that person knows what to do more than you do, so you follow that authority. Now, that can be led in a negative way or a positive way. If you establish authority, you can show, and if you, it's like money. Like money is the root of all evil. No, it's the love of money is the root of evil, is the actual phrase. Yet more money just makes you able to do more things. So if you're already innately bad, more money, you're just going to be a bad rich person. If you're innately good, you're going to be a good rich person and want to do good things with it. And we've seen both in this world personally. So, yeah. Well, a great way, though, to look at the process, learn, is this event that Amy and I are going to be a part of starting in Thursday. Just look at how it can be used in a good way. Good intent, innately good person doing something, genuinely caring about every single person in the audience, genuinely looking to help everybody have more success in their life, and let's make a bit of extra money to help charities and help kids out of slavery. It's so sad that still even exists in this day, yet there is something we can all do to support that process while we learn and create knowledge and benefit for ourselves at the same time.
Awesome. And we will see you guys all on Thursday. Thank you so much for spending the time with us. We're always honored. Jamie, what should they remember?
Remember, it can be a tough world out there for some folks. In fact, every person. And they're either going, they're already in a struggle, they're coming out of a struggle, or going into a struggle, like me with my words right now.
I was going to say, they're struggling with their words right now.
Yeah, there's one simple little thing you can do to make the world a better place, and that's share a little joy. So when you're out and about, smile at a stranger. Just share a smile and make the day a little better. So smile at a stranger, and for those that are adventurous, give them a little wink.